There's some interesting news coming out of Cincinnati. A couple weeks ago on ESPN, Benjamin Solot predicted the Bengals would trade for Falcons tight end Kyle Pitts. And then there was a report saying the Bengals and Commanders were the frontrunners for a possible Kyle Pitts trade. Pitts was a rookie in 2021, and since then, he is 5th in receiving yards by a tight end with 2,651 yards. He is 17th in receptions for a tight end with 198, 2nd in yards per catch with 13.5, and he's tied 20th among tight ends with 10 touchdowns since 2021. Atlanta picked up Kyle Pitts' fifth-year option, so Pitts is set to make $10.8 million this season, and he's a free agent after this upcoming season. Bringing in a new tight end isn't something new for Cincinnati. Since 2021, the year the Bengals went to the Super Bowl, it seems like the tight end position has just been a revolving door. 2021, we had CJ Uzomah. We had 49 receptions for 493 yards and 5 touchdowns. 2022, we brought in former first-round pick Hayden Hurst. He had 52 receptions, over 400 receiving yards, and 2 touchdowns. 2023, we brought in Irv Smith Jr., and that was a disaster, having just 18 receptions for 115 yards and a touchdown. And this year, we brought in Mike Gesicki, who, in my opinion, is without a doubt the best tight end we've had since Tyler Eifert. Gesicki this year for the Bengals had 65 receptions for 665 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. Mike Gesicki had his best season in the NFL, and it was the best year we've seen by a Bengals tight end in several years. But unfortunately for the Bengals, Gesicki is a free agent. He signed a 1-year contract worth $2.5 million last offseason. You also look at the fact that Mike Hilton, BJ Hill, and T. Higgins are all free agents as well. Cincinnati is also wanting to get a contract extension done with Jamar Chase, who just won the Triple Crown for a wide receiver. So with the Bengals waiting so long to get a contract extension done and Chase having a career year, I expect his cap hit to go up. The same thing with Bengals edge rusher Trey Hendrickson, who led the NFL in sacks this year with 17.5. Since he's coming off a career year and the Bengals have not extended him yet, I expect him to have even a higher cap hit. So I just don't really know where Kyle Pitts fits in this equation. We have several key players who are free agents and several key players who are on expiring contracts. If you trade for Kyle Pitts, you're going to have to give up a pretty decent draft capital. I would say a 2nd or 3rd round pick, and you're having to pay him $10.8 million. And in my opinion, I just don't think that's worth it at all. Mike Gesicki's career year will make his cap hit go up a little bit, but I certainly do not think it's going to hit that $10.8 million mark that Kyle Pitts has. You can extend Mike Gesicki, who already has a year in the Bengals offense, already had a fantastic year in just his first season in this Bengals offense, instead of giving Kyle Pitts all that money and having to waste draft capital on him. And whoever you don't sign in free agency, you're going to have to draft a replacement. And let's say if you were to trade for Kyle Pitts, you don't have nearly as much draft capital because you had to trade to get Kyle Pitts. I think Kyle Pitts going to Cincinnati is kind of wishful thinking. It would be cool to see Pitts play with the Bengals, but it just logistically doesn't make any sense at all. We need more help on defense than we do offense. But it'll be interesting to see if the Bengals do end up trading to get Kyle Pitts. So that about does it for this video. If you're new to my channel or you've seen my videos before, make sure to like this video and hit the subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time on the Sports Behind Show.